This Daredevil Born Again was initially, like I said, supposed to be a reboot. It wasn't gonna have Karen and Foggy in it. A lot of reports said that, and it was rumored to have a lighter tone, and it was in production hell for a very, very long time. They had filmed some episodes and then just nothing came of that, and now we have this, which looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get right into this one. I'm going to be playing the trailer at half speed. I'm going to have it looping as I talk. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, go ahead and look at it on the Disney page or the Marvel page. I'm not going to play this with any sound or anything like that. Just going to take a look at it, and you guys will have an opportunity to look at the finer details about the trailer. I know a lot of people don't look at the trailer at half speed or quarter speed, but if you didn't know, this was Mr. Fisk fighting. This guy has become a very skilled fighter. He's fighting. He doesn't fight as much as Matt, but he's really scrapping. Maybe these days he is fighting as much as Matt. Who knows? I actually haven't seen Echo or Hawkeye, but I know he was in those, and he was doing a little bit of fighting in those. I think towards the end of this, I do want to discuss the timeline. We can see Karen, Matt, and Foggy there. They're happy. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that they are happy. It's very good stuff. Wilson Fisk here is running for mayor. If you guys didn't see, there was a lot in that scene, a lot of Easter eggs. There was some Captain America stuff there. I believe there was some Luke Cage stuff there. Luke Cage's cafe is his cafe. Luke Cage's club is featured in this trailer. There is an Easter egg for his club. So Luke Cage is likely still canon. We might be seeing some Luke Cage in the MCU. I'm really stoked about that. I was a huge fan of the Defenderverse. I didn't find out till way too late that it wasn't MCU canon. So I was waiting to see these guys in all sorts of Avengers movies, and then it was sometime before Infinity War that I learned that the Netflix verse wasn't canon. We get Matt. Apparently in the show, Matt's supposed to be retired and taking up the mantle again, so he's a bit rusty for being Daredevil. Timeline wise, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me unless we're jumping in time, because Matt was just active in Echo as well as She-Hulk, and the timeline on those, we're going to talk about that later. There's Bullseye, by the way. Bullseye is in the show, so season 3 is canon. You have yet to see Matt in the suit as of yet. It's just Matt, just straight up Matt. You see the courtroom. Yeah, originally this was supposed to be a courtroom drama too, more so. And somehow the courtroom shenanigans of Matt took up so much time that he couldn't have his friends in there. At least according to reports, rumors, whatever. All the talk about this show. So a lot of you guys are big Punisher fans. There you go. We got some John Bernthal, Frank Castle in the mix. This guy was so good in this role. Loved him in season 2. And then he got his own show after. So for this version is likely canon to the Netflix seasons. That was all but confirmed, I believe. Marvel will be able to pick and choose what's canon, I believe. I don't know if everything from the Netflix verse is going to be canon. We can assume that the major events are going to be canon from the Netflix verse, but who knows as far as the details. We see all the masks there. So we saw the yellow mask, which means She-Hulk is canon. We saw a white mask. We saw a lot of masks. So Matt's been active for quite a few years as Daredevil after season 3 ended, because he didn't have those masks in season 3. So for the most part, I'm gonna go with all the big events in those Netflix shows are canon to the MCU. Each of those shows are going to be affected in various ways by the snap. So let's go ahead and try to piece the timeline together. We have a March 4th release date for this show. Can't wait. So let's try to piece this timeline together. So in this show, we have a retired Daredevil who may have been retired since She-Hulk. She-Hulk is likely canon since we just saw the yellow mask in the trailer. This is going to pick up, according to Wilson Bethel, who played Bullseye, Benjamin Poindexter. This will pick up 5 years after the events of season 3. Now, a couple of fans have done some timeline study, some timeline research. It's pretty much impossible for this to be 5 years after season 3. Maybe the start of it can be, but it's very likely that at some point, once Matt gets his costume, that this show is going to take place after the 5-year period. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Daredevil season 3 is believed to have taken place in early 2018. That's going to be months before Thanos' snap took down half of the universe's population. In Echo, it was revealed that Daredevil did survive the snap, along with Fisk. So both of these guys survived the snap. I believe Vanessa did not survive the snap. Now, Avengers Endgame is set in 2023, which is 5 years after Daredevil season 3. So if we take Bullseye's word for it, this would mean that Born Again took place the same year as Endgame. So I believe this can't be true because Matt Murdock appears in No Way Home in 2024, and then Matt Murdock and Daredevil appears in She-Hulk Attorney at Law, which occurs in 2025. So if there's some sort of storyline where Matt's supposed to be like regaining his fighting sense and coming out of retirement, he's been active for a very long time, so you can't really do that story unless this is taking place years after She-Hulk, which is highly unlikely. So again, we have Echo, which is taking place in 2025, and this puts the nail in the coffin as far as the timeline, because in that storyline, Kingpin gets the idea to become the mayor of New York, and this is the plot that's in Daredevil Born Again. Wilson Fisk is the mayor, so that storyline started in Echo, which takes place in 2025. So Born Again will likely take place in 2025 or beyond, 2025, 2026, or whatever. So Born Again is going to have at least an 8-year time skip. At the very least, most likely it's going to jump around in time. We're going to have perhaps Wilson was correct when he said the 5-year time skip. Perhaps it's going to take place in that at that 5-year point, and then we're going to skip forward maybe another 3 years to present day. So some of the noteworthy things about this trailer: again, Wilson Fisk is now the mayor. Foggy, Karen, and Matt are still friends and appear to be happy, and all the same actors are cast, which is awesome. Frank Castle's here, as you guys saw. There appears to be a new villain. People are saying that this is a White Tiger. I'm not sure myself, so take that with a pinch of salt. The content appears to be M-rated. We did see blood. We did see an arm getting snapped, a bloody arm. The original Daredevil series is streaming on Disney+, and Daredevil Born Again is going to be on the same network, March 4th, 2025, as you guys saw. Earlier there was that nod to Luke Cage, and that's about it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about Daredevil Born Again. I'm super excited. I'm a huge Daredevil fan. I'm a huge fan of street level comic books. I love street level comic books, and Daredevil is one of the best ones. Has always been consistently one of the better street level comic books. So absolutely love it. The show was no different. The show is absolutely one of the most grounded, amazing street level, highly influential martial arts based shows, TV shows. Very well produced, very well made. Some of the best fight scenes on television, and I'm so glad to see it back. So glad to see these actors back in these roles. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Go ahead and leave a like or subscribe as well if you like the content. If you don't leave the content, let me know exactly why you don't like it. Leave your dislike. All that stuff helps us make the channel better. But appreciate you guys. I want you guys to take care. Till next time, everybody. Peace.